Welcome to the Self-Made Entrepreneurship channel. Heelan here, and in today's video we're going to talk about fiction versus non-fiction Kindle publishing and the differences and similarities between the two. I've been getting a lot of requests lately for different types of video topics to cover, and this is one of the requests. So without further ado, let's get into fiction versus non-fiction Kindle publishing. Sorry about that. So, nonfiction. There are three elements to nonfiction. So, customers are primarily looking for three things. 1. Solutions to their everyday problem. 2. Learning a new skill set or craft. 3. Entertainment. 95% of customers for nonfiction books are looking for either solutions or learning. The only exception when this number changes is when the holiday season approaches and people are looking for books as gifts. So in brackets, I put entertainment because these books that are gifts are usually books that serve for the purpose for entertainment, the purpose of entertainment. So here are some examples. So solving problems, weight loss, right? A book on weight loss. For learning, survival skills. So first aid, survival skills, camping, etc. There are books on those topics for learning, and it could be computer programming and other, basically anything that is a learnable skill. Entertainment, children's guides books during the holiday season, so that goes for arts, crafts, etc. So the earning potential is lucrative for nonfiction, especially if you are an authority figure or develop a brand in your niche. Your highest royalties and main source of revenue will typically come from paperback and audiobooks. Startup costs vary between $700 to $1,500 for nonfiction publishers if you're outsourcing the work. So if you're doing everything in-house, the costs will be significantly reduced, maybe between $300 to $500. But if you're outsourcing everything, it's going to be between $700 to $1,500 starting out. So let's get into fiction. So fiction, all customers, so that's 100% of customers, are looking for entertainment. Earning potential is massive and far greater than nonfiction. Most of your income will be derived from Kindle ebooks and audiobook sales, and from the KDP Select Global Fund, which is the pages read program where you get paid 0.0049 cents per page. So that's less than half a cent per page read. A successful fiction publisher easily has over thousands of pages read every single day. I've talked to fiction publishers who make $300 to $400 on average, $300 to $400 a day. So so the pages read are in the thousands to 10,000s actually. But again, these are successful fiction publishers who have established a brand and authority in their niche. So building a brand is essential with fiction. The competition is fierce. It's definitely a higher investment that you need to start out with. So I would say anywhere between $1,500 to $2,000 is what you're going to need to outsource for someone to write for you. So you must have long books. Fiction publishers have voracious readers and are a totally different type of reader than nonfiction. So it's basically reading for entertainment versus learning. So we have two different readers here from the fiction and nonfiction realm. So here are some examples of categories that are extremely profitable. So romance and erotica is where most of the money is being made through fiction. And then there's sci-fi as well, which is another great avenue for fiction publishers to make money. But I think it's indisputable that romance and erotica is where most the money is made through fiction. So the parallels between fiction and nonfiction. Contrary to popular belief, there are some transferable skills between these two realms. Researching your audience before publishing anything is key to success. Find out what kind of content they want, how you can serve them better, etc. So you want to niche down. In nonfiction, I've talked about niching down by using subcategories and laser targeting your specific demographic. Both create passive income. That's a given. So in fiction, you need to hone in and narrow down your search as well across subgenres. For example, romance is an extremely lucrative, if not one of the most profitable niches out there. However, it's too broad of a niche for someone new to break into. Thus, you need to find subgenres. For instance, paranormal romance, shapeshifter romance, vampire romance, etc. So again, very similar principles at work here with nonfiction and fiction. The targeting and niching down aspect is very similar. You want to be able to find a niche category so that you can have a chance in competing with everyone else, as opposed to launching your book in a very broad, saturated category. I am biased, but I personally believe nonfiction is easier to break into when starting out. Lower startup capital, building a brand isn't essential for success. You can publish books just geared toward certain niches where people are actively using keywords to look for. You can just brainstorm ideas from Amazon's auto suggestion feature on their search engine and start publishing. So I've shown you this in other videos where I've used the Amazon search engine to auto populate me keyword ideas, and you can easily do that for nonfiction to get ideas of what to start publishing for, or what niches to start publishing for. Fiction, you can take the same approach, but again, you need to focus on building a brand right from the get-go. So for fiction, you will need to develop a brand, as I mentioned, from the get-go. Using an email list is critical, and having raving fans is a must. A popular method fiction publishers use is creating a perma-free book, and use that as incentive to have people opt into your email list or become familiar with your brand. I've seen this done in nonfiction too. From there, you will need to create more books in the series to sell to your audience, who are your customers. So I'm going to show you an example of how that looks, a perma-free book. So right here, we have a book called Lust, Money, and Murder. Book 1, a female Secret Service agent takes on an international criminal. Now, this book is not on any kind of free promotion. However, it's just perma-free, meaning it's permanently available for free for anybody to download. And the reason why authors do this is so that they can attract readers and create relationships and build rapport with them, and potentially sell them more books in the series down the road. So if, let's say, I'm looking to read a book in the genre, and I download this book, and guess what? I like it. I'm probably going to buy from this author again, right? So it's just a incentive strategy that fiction publishers use. So to continue the lessons, fiction has more of a responsive email list. Fiction readers are big content consumers, as I earlier mentioned. Creating engagement and communicating is much easier due to the nature of fiction, which is entertainment. So my closing thoughts: both fiction and nonfiction are extremely profitable. I personally prefer nonfiction, as that's where I found the most success. The truth is, you can make money from either, but you just have to be willing to invest the time, money, and energy. There is no right or wrong answer, just a matter of personal preference. Let me know what you think. Give me your thoughts below. So comment below in the video. Let me know what you think is more profitable or what you would prefer. And while you're there commenting, you can also give me ideas or suggestions for future videos for topics you want me to cover. That's going to be all for today's video. I hope you found it insightful. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.